Hi, you're watching part 2 of 9 of my most up-to-date look at my ideas. So this one's about anti-manipulation. Now when you can afford to, which is a great reason to save up money, probably the best, is because when you have money, it shields you from the world's difficulties, and not having to deal with the wrong person, not having to, you can afford to avoid certain types of work or certain types of people you don't want to deal with. And we should have knowledge and the ability, the capacity to handle situations and work in different difficult situations. That's why you have to have the discipline regardless. So whether you're lifting weights or you're on a roof nailing shingles to the roof, you have to have knowledge of your body, ability to move and do things. But let's get back into it here. So when you can afford to, don't accept anything for free. It's transportation or going to someone's house. When you're in somebody else's court, it's harder to say no or counteract what they're either trying to say or do. If they say sit down and drink some alcohol, for example, even if you don't drink alcohol, it's just awkward, right? So we need to learn how to say no, and you saying no is easier if, say, you're in a neutral place like a public street. But if someone says, do you want to, if some guy is trying to seduce a woman and he gets her in his car and she. It's harder for her to say no, if he invites her out to dinner. So you need to every day you have to be responsible for your sense of home, your sense of security, your sense of your facilitating your transportation, things like that. Especially sitting down or lying down. When you're sitting down, it's like it's harder to think. It's harder to say no. It's harder to. You have less willpower when you're in these more, non-standing positions. So be considerate of that. Realize that people, okay, wherever you are, people have sexual desires. They have wants, they have needs, and they may try to use you to achieve those ends. So you got to figure out what people are about, what they want, and obviously it's equally important that you know what you want, and you meet those basic needs, desires, and wants. That the way that occurs is by meeting your basic needs, obviously working, and not wanting other people to meet those needs. This more so applies to men. I think women optimally should be caretaken from their family and their fathers until they are able to get married and have a man. I'm going to get into all of this soon in an upcoming point, but it's the essence of it is women deserve to be able to be women, and even if they have the ability, and they should have the ability to earn money, they should be knowledgeable, they can drive, have a bank account, everything, vote, that they should be able to do things, so, defend, protect, everything, know how to shoot a firearm, everything. But But it's just a question of what type of society do we want to live in? Do we want to protect and celebrate the women of the society? Yeah, of course we do. It's a process. It takes a collective effort in order to achieve that result. And the theme here, this point two, is anti-manipulation, and manipulation is a lot about protecting women and making sure they don't get manipulated. So, and this is because women they can operate on their emotions and not really see clearly like who a person really is. They might just feel that they feel interesting, or they seem attractive, or so on. Moving on. So if you're meeting these three essentials on your own, if you're working, you need to be self-intimate, it's masturbation. That will allow you to control your sexual desires so other people can't control you, so your own desires won't be controlling you. Then you have exercising, right? Doing creative activities that emotionally uplifts you. So you're not hoping for, and you're doing self-affirmations, you're doing self-help. You're not hoping that somebody else is gonna, be nice to you, be supportive, make you feel good. You're doing this on your, independently of anyone else. Don't unconsciously want people to do these things for you. Bottom line is, like I said, people want to take your time, your money, your body. So you decide how you want to have a fair interaction with them, and save your body for your spouse. Live for your spouse. That actually makes it easier to say no to people, even if it's otherwise seems hard to do so. So stay tuned for number 3, which is going to be about peace of mind.